Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm Quinn and we are working on Simply Pathfinder 2nd edition. Let's see here. We are working on the action sustain a spell. So let's see how we do with that. Hello, Matthew, Divin Kitty, and Urban Dragon Dice. Welcome to the stream. Let's see if I can do something here. It may go a little bit weird for a moment, because for some reason it's wanting to capture Photoshop and not the actual window. Yeah, joys of technology, definitely. So when I loaded this up, it didn't save my settings from my own thing, so yeah, that's what took a moment. Let's see if the game captured it. Alright, it's being finicky. One moment. Something finicky that I had to do. It's being a bit odd. Aha! Ha ha! Got it! We're in business again! There we go! Okay, now we're started. So welcome to the stream, where everything works. First try. Nothing wrong here. Except for when I... Nope. That... Oh dear. Aha. Okay, so we're doing sustain a spell because it looked like where I did fatigued yesterday, it covered sustain a spell, and I actually got a few questions about it. So I figured it'd be a good way to kind of lead into that. I was going to do the stand action just so we could round out all the movement actions. But I figured this would be, since it's more complex, people will be more interested in it, I suppose. Yeah, it is a little bit rare to sustain a spell more than 10 minutes, but I mean, there are some people that like to see how far they can go with those things, so, you know. So how is everyone today? Everyone doing good? Sounds good. Not sleepy today? That's good. Alright, let's see here. For sustain a spell, it has requirements of at least one active spell, or at least one spell active with a sustain trait. I cannot read. You have at least one spell active with a sustained duration, and you are not fatigued. There you are. So we do have the concentrate trait. Let's see here. Choose one spell with a sustained duration you have in effect. The duration of that spell continues until the end of your next turn. Some spells might have a slightly different or expanded effects if you sustain them. Sustaining a spell for more than 10 minutes, 100 rounds, ends the spell and makes you fatigued unless the spell lists a different maximum duration, such as sustained up to 1 minute or sustained up to 1 hour. If you sustain an hour, or if you sustain an action, if your sustain a spell action is disrupted, the spell ends immediately. So there's a lot of information in there. So we do have the concentration trait, we have the requirements. You might be able to play with the wording on that a little bit to make it a little bit more acute. Hey Lifts! Long time no see on the stream. Of course, it's been a long time no stream, of course. Tuesday was my first stream in a while. But welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you found me over here. Usually I am on the Eldritch Osiris games. Yeah, I am. I'm not on my channel, I'm on the Eldritch Osiris games channel. I actually made that mistake earlier. I logged into my channel to start streaming and I pressed the start streaming. I'm like, wait, no, wrong channel. So right now I'm just kind of laying out how I want the wording because there's at least a paragraph here, so I like to break that up into smaller chunks. Oh, you saw me yeah, okay, so yeah, you did see me streaming on my my old account then, is what that was. Right? But I'm probably going to be streaming under this channel from here on out. And we've got a lot of other people that are going to be streaming under the EOG channel. I believe... Who was it that was going to be up next? Believe Aaron? Yeah, Aaron's going to be up at 6 p.m. Eastern. fine. We're all here to chat. Oh wow, that chat box is super tiny. Can I make that? How do I? That is so tiny. Okay. Well, there's the thing. Oh, thank you for the follow. But it's not showing in the thing. Who followed? Let me see here. Karish Velander? Yeah, Karish Velander. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Is Karish? Alright. Okay, that chat box is tiny. How do you even get that to... Well, okay, that's something I'm gonna have to play with later. I'll let the other guys know that the words are so tiny on there. I can't see them. Alright. Anyways, back to this. So we are sustaining a spell. I'm going to exclude that. No. Okay, let's break this down. This is always the fun part of making these panels. It's just trying to figure out the least amount of words that you can say the most in. And sometimes they have this already so concise that you can't edit it down any further without changing its meaning. I'm going to... Okay, so the idea for the first two sentences is basically, okay, it reads as, choose one spell with a sustained duration that you have in effect. The duration of that spell continues until the end of your next turn. So... I guess that's pretty... spell with a sustained duration continues until the end of your turn. So we can take out. Oops. We can take out. Choose one spell with. A spell with a that might work. A spell with a sustained duration in effect continues until the end of your next turn. Yeah, that's a little bit. I can do it. That'll do. Spell with a sustained duration. Okay. The next point would be some spells might have slightly different or expanded effects if you sustain them. You know what, that shot box is actually annoying me just because it was so small, so we're gonna do this. Move a few things around. There we go, and now you guys can see more. That works out for everyone. Aha! It's gonna get really crowded once I finish my avatar. This is actually just a temporary one until I can get the hat done. And she still can't look quite down, just straight down. She can look to the side and down, but not straight down. I'll get there. Alright, next line is... I think that line may need to stay as is-ish. Some spells might have slightly different or expanded effects if you sustain them. That reads a little odd though. Maybe something a little bit clearer? Maybe that'll work? Some sustained spells have slightly different... Yeah. some sustained spells may have slightly different or expanded effects. Oh, hi, Sadie. Hi. My puppy dog has come to say hi. Are you wanting pets? Okay. Okay. That's that point. Yes, hello, Doggo. It's my Rowdy Lab. Yeah, with sustain spells, you have things like summon animal, where sustaining it not only keeps the summon on the field, but also gives them 2 actions to act. And there are some that, as you sustain the spell, you can move it around. Yeah, so sustaining a spell is an interesting mechanic in that there are some very particular situations for that. Yeah, I've got two dogs. One of them is a big old Rowdy Lab mix, and she's a big old sweetie bear. And I've got a Boston Terrier. He's an old man. And then 2 cats. Both of them are crazy. Let's see here. Okay, next line. Sustaining a spell for more than 10 minutes, 100 rounds, ends the spell and makes you fatigued unless the spell lists a different maximum duration, such as sustain up to 1 minute or sustain up to 1 hour. Okay, that second half is very important because that completely changes the rule on the fatigue.
This is a Game Shop's jam.
Yes, he is an old gremlin. So this one, we can do that. Photoshop, no. Minutes. Okay, that's an example. So I'm going to take out the example. I might make that 2 points. And just have that one as like a... footnote under the main idea. Maybe that'll work. Because the way that reads, what I get out of this is you sustain a spell for 10 minutes and that'll make you fatigued. But if the spell specifically lists a different duration and you hold out that full duration, like 1 minute or 1 hour, if you hold that out because it's made to be like that, you don't get the fatigued condition? Am I correct in reading that? Because that would mean that you could hold the spell for up to an hour and not get the fatigue condition, is what I'm reading here. Strangely Brown says, I'd say you still get the fatigue condition if you go beyond the 10 minutes. If you go 10 minutes beyond the duration. Yeah, so if you go 10 minutes beyond the duration of, say, an hour, I could see that. But if you go up to the hour, you don't get the fatigue. That's what I'm getting at. Because that's something that might need to be clarified for new players. Just because of the way it's worded, it can be a little bit confusing to people that aren't used to the Pathfinder kind of syntax of everything. Alright, Divin Kitty says, I think the way it works is that if you're sustaining a spell that has a duration of 1 hour, you don't get fatigued until the hour is up, rather than the 10 minutes mark. Always AFK says, if you sustain a spell without a duration, you become fatigued after 10 minutes. If you sustain a spell with a duration, you can only sustain it for that duration. Okay, so you can only sustain it. So say you have a spell and it says sustained up to 1 hour, you can only sustain it up to that hour and you don't get fatigued. But you also can't go past that hour. You'd have to recast the spell, which would cancel out any fatigue status that you would be getting if you had sustained it longer. Okay. Pages of the errata and 4 printings of the PF2e core rulebook tells us Paizo needed to cook it a little while longer. I mean, 2e was cooking for quite a while, and they cooked it pretty well. But yeah, no, everything could always get a few more kinks worked out, right? Yeah, no, AFK is always AFK is right. Divin Kitty, you don't get fatigued after the 10 minutes. That's what it's reading as. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, because it specifically says unless a spell lists a different maximum duration. That's where I was getting that kind of confusion in. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure something out for that. Let's make this a little bit smaller so I can put more on here. And we might go through a few iterations of this just to cut it down even further. If we can. I like this ruling. Personally, I'd rule that after the duration, your head explodes. Would that be like a would that be if you held in like a sustained a fireball or something, you just kind of implode from it? I know you can't, but if that'd be terrible, a sustained fireball. There's a psychic feat that blows up heads at 18. A chain reaction booms. Oh no. Is there like there's not like an alignment restriction on that, is there? Okay, this is supposed to be from like, what is this, Sid's theme? For some reason, this song was giving me like hard, Are You Afraid of the Dark vibes. Alright, so... New action created. Hold a spell. If you attempt to hold any evocation spell for more than 3 rounds before casting, you eternalize the spell. For example, Fireball. Oh. That sounds dangerous. I don't know if... Oh, that sounds fun, though. Just like, if you're sitting there not paying attention and it's like, oh yeah, I had this prepared. I had I can't even think of one. I'm still not... I'm still learning a lot of the spells. What they mean is, like, say you're casting Fireball and you use the newly created hold a spell action, and rather than casting it, basically you're holding the spell, but you held it too long, and now the spell has been internalized into you. So if you're casting Fireball and you hold on to the spell for too long, you just internalize Fireball and you go boom. Yeah, poof. Only Fireball. Just Fireball. Okay, so this is actually going to be a kind of a sub thing on this. Ah, this is so many words. Am I gonna have to make this a double panel? I may have to, because once you break it down, it's a simple idea, but there's just a lot of information that goes into it. All right. So, if I need to do a panel on effects. That's something I need to do sooner rather than later. Yeah, don't create new actions. Yeah, that was a joke. Don't create new actions. Someone who played PF2e for 3 years would think twice before creating new actions. 9 times out of 10, dominoes into a total destruction of the system. I can see that. I can see that creating new actions would just upset the imbalance of so many things. So let's call that hold a spell patented pending or something. I still love the idea. I still think it's silly. Easy way to make up new actions, make it a skill feat. Yeah. Though I don't really see where anyone would willingly take that as a skill feat. I mean, the drawback to it is so dangerous. Oh, thank you for the follows, Kyle and Always AFK. Thank you. It's greatly appreciated. Let's go ahead and at least do this real quick before I forget it, because I will. No. Why did you show that? I don't need you. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that before I forget, so it doesn't just sit there at the manipulate. Concentrate. Yes. Save. Okay, that's saved. Thank you for following Vanessa Hoskins. Welcome. Hey, how's it going? We are working on sustain a spell right now. And trying to get the wording down to something a little bit more manageable. Okay, so we were gonna put that as a sub of that one. Okay, so I guess the wording for that would be if a spell lists a different maximum duration, you do not gain fatigue at the end of a sustained spell. Something along those lines. If you do it for more than an hour, you might be exhausted though. Okay, so and I know you guys probably can't read all this very well, but we'll have it typed up in just a moment. You sustain a spell for more than 10 minutes, consult a cleric. What kind of cleric should you probably go to for something like that? Like, is there a particular one, perhaps? Maybe one of Nethi's? Oh dear. Just go to the clerics of Callista for just about anything. You'll be fine. Why not both? Joke and an innuendo. Okay, last one. If you sustain a spell, action is disrupted. Spell ends immediately. That is very straightforward. Let's keep that. So... Alright, cool. I think that pretty much has it for wording. What we're gonna do is that. Start typing things up. Oh, someone beat you to the Callista joke. Cool thing about sustain a spell is you can keep 2 going at the same time. Oh, assuming 2 action spells using all your 3 actions. Yes, take that, 5e. Oh man, that juggling spells like that? Wonder what you'd be using those spells for. Jeez. I guess that's if you're doing like a buffer, that'd be interesting. Bane, shield. This way. I'd say it depends on how much you had to drink that night. Hi, Jax. How you doing, buddy? Aww. If I can do this right, I can show you one of my kitty cats. So I don't really have a pet cam or anything, but one of my little buddies just came up here and started snoozing next to me. Let's see here. Yeah, I do need to make Avatar the cats. Oh, shield isn't a sustained. Where'd it go? There he is. Just gonna drop him in here. Ah! He's so big! He's so big! Why is the picture so big? No. Or it can be weird. That's cool too. Oh dear. Mistakes have been made. Got him? Yeah, there's my buddy. There's Jax. That'll take place of the chat box that I was having issues with earlier. A little bit bland. Yeah, he doesn't have a tail. He has a little nubby tail. It's kind of weird because he never sleeps there anymore. He used to, but he doesn't really sleep there anymore. Alright, so we have 2 requirements. Sustain. And please excuse any spelling errors right now. I will be correcting those. I'm just bad at spelling. Hello, Prosher. Thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. Welcome. We are working on Sustain a Spell for the Simply PF2e comic that'll be posting on Monday at this point. There are 2 one-action cast spells that are Sustain, Timely Tutor, and Focusing Hum. Are they from the same spell list? Welcome, Alpha. Thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. Hey, Matthew. Glad you made it. It's divine and occult. Tutors arcane occult. So just primal casters won't get the 2 spells. What was it? Timely tutor and focusing calm. Yeah, this is still really wordy. 4, layer 5. Layer 5, it's here. I think I might redo the wording on that one just a little bit. Layer 6. Oh my goodness, there's so many words. Text down. Let's go ahead and spell check all this and see what kinds of mistakes we made. I'm pretty sure it's full of them. Duration, every one of those. Because I always spell that wrong. Alright, cool. Check complete, and then we can... Oh, that's still a lot of words. Probably knock this down to size 90, 80. Would that help? $85 kind of works. Try a little bit smaller, see if that works. Yeah, we may have to go with a smaller font on this. Let's see, make that tally. There we go. So at this point, it's mostly just figuring out layouts and stuff. The other thing I'm going to have to think about is what kind of sustained spell do I want to draw? So if anyone has any suggestions for that, I'd be open to them. Hey, Osiris. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Just trying to figure out how to cut this down even more because we're still at a lot of text on here. Not a lot of room to explain it with pictures. You don't follow your own company. Yeah, I've not played as spellcaster, so I'm not really familiar with a lot of the spell casting actions. So this is also a little bit of learning for me. Let's see if I can. My avatar is going on a journey. Okay, so... I mean, I guess we could... those are two different ideas. I like to keep this separate. Yeah, all of this is pretty much mandatory for the ruling of it. So, maybe I can say something along the lines of each sustaining has a unique action, and if you sustain for 10 minutes, you become fatigued. Maybe? I'm just worried that that's mixing ideas, because the idea is each line is a different idea of the ruling. Maybe that should be at the end. I mean, I know in the actual block text, this is pretty much the second line. But what if we put that at the end as kind of like almost a disclaimer that this is a thing? Order a few things, see how it reads. It might not read well, but it's worth a try in my opinion. Come on. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that. Because now you have the conditions of starting and ending the spell. If you flip the structure of the 10 minutes of the duration, it might flow better. The shorter, along the lines of you can sustain a spell for the duration listed. If no duration is listed, you can sustain a spell for 10 minutes. Ooh, that might work. So let's try that. Okay. This would... Yeah, because I kind of like having the quote-unquote disclaimers. I always think of them as disclaimers where it's like, hey, there's some situations where this isn't quite like everything else. So I usually like to put this more towards the end so you have the main idea of what it usually is on the top, and then the abnormalities towards the bottom. That's the way I like to do it. So that might work. Let's give that a try. Let's move this down here so we have a little bit of room for it. So what are you saying? You can sustain a spell for the duration if there's no duration. That actually makes it sound more like... Okay, yeah. So, what you were saying was... kind of want to make that as the Okay, that cuts it down nicely. Yeah, that actually helps a lot. Thank you. Let's go ahead and bring over the action icon. Assets. We are doing action. Actually, I want that to be the same size as the other one, so we're going to take it from... What was the last action we did? It's fatigued. Last action we did was crawl. Next. Make that a bit smaller. Because we've got some more text on this one. requirements in its own box. Light. No stroke. Nope, come on. Stroke. Fill with light gray. Might want to add with the concentrate trait in the first sentence. Does it say that it needs that? It actually doesn't say that in the block text. Yeah, you have at least one spell active with a sustained duration, and you were not fatigued. Oh, I have the concentrate trait tag up here. I've been putting them in the top. Yeah, so I've got to go back on previous panels and put the traits back in here because I didn't start out doing that. But yeah, they're all going to be on the top right. I love the trait system in Pathfinder. It's probably my favorite organization thing that they've done with this. Like, I've not seen really anyone else do something like that where it's just so smoothly laid out like that. It makes things so much easier for keeping everything straight. Did it not add? Did I just not make it dark enough? Why is it not showing? Oh, that would explain a lot. Because I had the entire layer hidden. Alright, there we go. We're gonna make that a light gray. You think the Dragon game technically came tagged with a few things? If you go under the Beyond site, they do have a tagging system, but it's not. It's more tags for looking up something. Like this one has dragon and fire and big lizard thing, but it's not like actually helpful in the fact that it explains what a dragon is or what fire is or anything like that as a overarching ruling. Whereas the trait system in Pathfinder actually has rules that go with their traits, so it takes a lot of that ambiguity. What's the word I'm trying to say? What's another word for the word that I'm trying to say? Misunderstandings. It can take away a lot of the misunderstandings that people have, where it gives, I think the one that I use the most is fire, as an example, because when you have the fire trait, all fire is going to behave the same. And you don't have to be like, well, GM, what if I do this? Because in real life, this happens. It's like, yes, but it's a fantasy game and this is fantasy fire. So Here's the rules for that. Plus, you can't really make rules for everything that happens. Some of it does have to fall on the GM. I may have to make this a... Let me see what this looks like as a double panel. This might do better as that. Just because there are so many things. Image, canvas size. Is this going to be better or worse? Because I am going to have to do double size panels for the next few. We're getting into like recall knowledge and stuff like that, and those just have a lot of words that are necessary. A lot of... Let's take you. Maybe a panel and a half would do better. Now it feels like there's too much room. Let's try that. Image, canvas size. It's thinking. It's trying to resize the canvas, so it's just going to take a moment. Yes, that works a lot better. So size and a half for the panel size. Alright, so now we can start rearranging this. And footer, go down. Title. And treat. Let's go up. Right around there. Move that all up. And that'll give us plenty of room to actually explain it with a picture. How I'm going to explain this with a picture? I don't know yet. I'm going to have to play around with that. Okay. Now for the fun part. What kinds of sustain spells are fun? So I know there's shield. Well, we determined that shield was not a sustain spell. see here. What do we got? The ones that pop up to you are Flaming Sphere and Summons. So we got Summons, Flaming Sphere, we got Spell Trickster, Stinking Cloud, any kind of summon spell, Animate Rope. Summon spell might be fun. Summons might be a fun thing. Let's see here. Let's see here. Feats, equipment, spells and rituals. No, magic, music, come back. There we go. Music stopped for some reason. Alright, so... so we've got what? Got summon elementals, celestial, dragon, fae, fiend, giant. Summon plant or fungus. Flash beetles? It's a flash beetle. What are these little critters? Those are cute. They're like beetles except fireflies. Like little rhinoceros beetles. Your animated broom. They're adorable is what they are. Yeah. Light flash. Concentrate light. The flash beetle creates a brilliant flash of light. All creatures in the luminescent area must succeed a DC 17 Fortitude saving throw, or save or be dazzled for 1 minute. The flash beetle's glow then goes out, disabling its aura for 24 hours, during which time it cannot use light flash. Let's see here. Flash beetle. Oh. Later's lifts. See you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Animated room. We could definitely do some Wizard's Apprentice with that. Animated broom, that's a creature, not a spell. Oh, you mean for a summon? Yeah. Okay. Blinds people with dust. Oh man, I should use summon kaiju. Start getting some Pathfinder in this. I don't have a cleric character yet. I could do summon animal with the goblin druid. Fiend, dragon, giant, entity. I'm also trying to think of what the characters I have established would do. Maybe we could do something silly with that animated broom. Yeah, we did talk about Bless. We did decide that it wasn't something to be sustained, but yeah. You can use the sustain action to boost the aura. Because that was when we were trying to figure out like how many concentration spells can we get in one try. Alright, we're gonna start drawing because we're at... Oh, it's already that time? Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's already 4 p.m. Eastern, so this is actually the time that I'm supposed to be logging off. And let's see here, Aaron, I believe, is going to be streaming tonight. Yes? Perhaps? Let me just confirm with him real quick. I'm sorry we only got through the rules. But those were a doozy. Yeah, he thinks said so. Yeah. Just confirm. But yeah, we are all kind of trying to do a bit more of a regular schedule with everyone, and I'm actually pretty excited for everyone to start doing this, and we're all like working together and collaborating and seeing what we all do and stuff. But it does look like we had quite a few new people here today. We had, let me see here. So, Luckyster actually joined a little bit before the stream started. Border Moons, Urban Dragon Dice, Kaish, Karish, I apologize. Karish, Kyle, Always AFK, Vanessa Hoskins, Pasher, Alpha 0115, and our very own Osiris, who didn't follow his own channel. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll have Aaron on at around 6 p.m. Eastern time. I believe he's doing Pathfinder, where he's delving a little bit more into the math side of things. So, and I do apologize that we didn't get to the drawing part of this. Just figuring out the wording sometimes takes a little while because you're trying to figure out how to say the most and the least, right? So this will be Monday's panel. Tomorrow we will be having our lore panel. I believe the poll on the Patreon pointed towards Sarenrae, so look out for that tomorrow. I'm really excited to draw her card, and we will be doing a little bit of an update to those lore, the deity panels soon. Victoria here at EOG, she has done some fantastic write-ups and summaries of the deities for the Simply lore panels for the deities, and we're going to be going back and revisiting those. So I'm really excited for that. Hey, Eldritch Stream, I'm actually just wrapping up. I'm sorry you just got here. I was just saying that we've got Aaron tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, and there's also sustain and activation too. Yes, I saw that, but I figured since we did fatigue for yesterday, we had a few questions about sustain a spell, so I thought I'd go ahead and do a panel on that just to clear it up a little bit so that people were a little bit more aware. But yeah, thank you all for coming to the stream, and I really appreciate it. This is a lot of fun. I'm really glad to be getting back into the swing of this. So I'll see you guys on Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. So that's going to be on the 28th, Tuesday the 28th, and I'm going to be streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And it'll be here on the Eldritch Osiris Games channel. All right. Thank you all again. I had a great time. I'll see you next time. All right. See you later.